Imagine standing at the edge of a vast canyon, the wind howling through the jagged cliffs, each gust carrying whispers of doubt that claw at your resolve. Below, a river of possibility rushes, turbulent and untamed, promising both danger and salvation. Many freeze here, rooted to the plateau of their fears, eyes fixed on what could go wrong. But you, right now, you are alive in this moment, chest heaving with the raw electricity of choice. Right now, you decide whether to retreat into the safety of yesterday or step forward, harness the storm, and claim the horizon awaiting you. This canyon is your mind. Its depths hold every story you've ever told yourself, every fear that's ever held you back, and every spark of greatness you have yet to ignite. Today, you will learn to transform these cliffs into stepping stones, to turn that roaring wind into the anthem of your triumph. From this moment on, you master the force that shapes your life, your mindset. You see, every sunrise offers a blank canvas, not just the world outside, but the landscape within. Your thoughts, like brushstrokes, paint the reality you inhabit. When Thomas Edison saw failure after failure at Menlo Park, he didn't see defeat. He saw lessons etched in filament and glass. He whispered to himself, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That declaration was not a platitude. It was a decision to believe in the unseen blueprint of victory. And in that belief, Edison forged the light that banished darkness. But belief alone is a spark. It needs oxygen, and that oxygen is clarity. Think of a sailor plotting a course across a stormy ocean. He must know his destination, no vague notion of somewhere warmer, but the exact harbor name, the latitude, the longitude. Without that precise vision, every wave can steer him off course. In your life, clarity is that harbor. It is knowing what you want with surgical precision. It is naming your goal in concrete terms. The sum in your bank account, the weight on your barbell, the number of pages in the book you'll finish each week. Picture Maria, a single mother working 2 jobs, juggling school pickups and overdue bills. Her dream? To launch a catering business that celebrates her abuela's recipes. She could say, "I want success," and drift. Instead, she defined it. In 12 months, I will earn 50 million dong monthly, serving 5 catered events each week. That clarity lit her path. She scheduled tasting sessions on Tuesdays, marketing calls on Thursdays, and recipe research every Saturday morning. A year later, Maria's business is thriving, not because the universe handed her success, but because she held a compass in her mind and refused to veer. Yet clarity without conviction is like steel without temper. It can bend under pressure. Conviction is forged in the fires of belief. When Les Brown speaks of "you've got to be hungry," he is not talking about an appetite for wealth alone. He means an insatiable hunger for growth, for mastery, for becoming more than you were yesterday. Let that hunger gnaw at your doubts until they crumble. Let it propel you beyond comfort, where true progress lives. Embrace that itch in your chest when you contemplate your potential, because that itch is the promise of what you can become. And once conviction burns bright, discipline must stoke the flame. Discipline is the bridge between intention and reality. Every morning when your alarm pierces the darkness, you decide, linger under warmth or rise to chase greatness. Michael Phelps didn't become the most decorated Olympian by sleeping in. He chose icy pools over blankets, hour after hour. His mind told him, comfort is the enemy of success. Yours must echo the same decree. Craft routines that honor your vision. Decide today which habits serve your destiny and discard those that serve distraction. Fuel your days with purpose and watch momentum follow. But momentum, like a river, can be diverted by unexpected rocks, loss, failure, heartbreak. Here, resilience stands guard. Resilience is not a fallback plan. It is an attitude. It is the roar in your throat when rejection knocks you to the ground. It is the laughter that bubbles up when you realize every no is simply the universe's way of carving a sharper yes. Consider J.K. Rowling, whose manuscript for Harry Potter faced 12 rejections. At each door slammed, she rewrote her resolve, until that battered draft became a global phenomenon. Her resilience was louder than her doubts. In that echo, you will find adaptability. The world you face today did not exist 10 years ago, and the world you face 10 years from now will demand new skills, new relationships, new paradigms. Adaptability is your rudder in shifting seas. When Kodak dismissed digital photography, it was not technology that sank them. It was their refusal to adapt. You, however, will remain curious, a student of every innovation. You will read voraciously, network passionately, pivot boldly. When change knocks, you will answer it with open arms, not clenched fists. Still, in the whirlwind of action and adjustment, never lose sight of gratitude. Gratitude is the anchor that keeps your ship steady when tempests rage. When we pause to thank the mentors who challenged us, the friends who believed in us, even the critics who honed our armor, those acknowledgments sharpen our focus on abundance, not lack. Every thank you is a declaration. I am not alone in this journey. I am rooted in a community that fuels my ascent. And in that community, your impact grows exponentially. Every lesson you learn, every barrier you shatter, becomes a thread in a tapestry of legacy. Legacy is not born in final triumph. It is woven in each choice you make today. What will you leave behind? A comment on a social media post? A fleeting moment of applause? Or a revolution of minds awakened to their own power? The choice is yours. And in this symphony of thought and deed, never stop learning. Learning is the river that feeds the ocean of your potential. It flows from books, mentors, experiences, both triumph and trial. Embrace feedback as treasure, not threat. When that performance falters, dissect it with curiosity. When success soars, dissect it with humility. In each analysis, you refine, you evolve, you ascend. Now, stand at the canyon edge once more. The wind still roars, the river still churns, but you are not the hesitant observer. You are the composer of this moment. You have named your destination. You carry conviction like a sword. You move with disciplined steps. You bend, but do not break. You adapt like water flowing around stone. You give thanks for every hand that lifts you, and you learn like a scholar with an insatiable thirst. Here at the brink, you take a breath, and you step. Your foot finds the first hidden ledge, the second, the third. The cliffs transform under your touch, the canyon no longer a barrier, but a monument to your courage. From this vantage, you see the valley reunite with the sky, joined by the river of possibility. That river is you, unbound, unstoppable, destined. And so, carry this truth in your mind. You are not a passenger in life's journey. You are its pilot, its architect, its conqueror. Your destiny is not written by circumstance, but by the choices you make in every heartbeat. Master your mindset, and you command the very winds of your fate. Breathe. May your next thought be stronger than your last doubt. May your next action be bolder than any hesitation. March forward with the thunder of intention, and leave the echoes of your triumph ringing across the walls of time.